Crunch time, coming up big when it counts.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Crunch Time, where we come up big when it counts. I'm Dom with Sauce and Lukey. We're back. First show for 2022. How are we?
Fellas. Good, thanks, Dom. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm great. It's good to see you. I see Sauce.
It's been a while.
We're back.
We're back,
Doma. We're back. It's good to have Crunch Time back on the agenda. We have had people asking, when's our full schedule coming back? Things will be changing up, which we'll explain in a little bit. But
a few things will definitely be changing up.
Good to be back on another pod, another Crunch Time. Have Lukey down the bottom there, of course, chiming in, and we'll run us through, Dom. What's happened over the Christmas break for us here at Coverage.Media, and then also how things will be going forward a bit.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, Saucy. First of all, it is great to be back, and to the fans of the show, a few things are going to change. We might even give a few updates on a few other shows as well for Coverage.Media and what's happening there as well, since Lukey is involved in the other show. So, a few things. The concept of this show has changed. We're still going to be looking at cards. I'm not saying that cards are gone, but there's obviously a lot of people that are getting into NFTs, crypto, and that's one side about us that people don't really know, that we are into that type of stuff. So we're going to be looking at crypto, cards, and NFTs as the all-encompassing show of Crunch Time now. So bit of crypto stuff. There could be
and maybe whatever other topics we feel pop up and we want to have
miscellaneous.
Yeah. There could be some miscellaneous stuff in there, 100%.
Some definitely off the rails stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
Some off track stuff.
Yeah, 100%. So that's definitely 2022, the look of Crunch Time as a whole. Where's Anth is the next question. Unfortunately, due to personal commitments, work, and other factors, he's no longer going to be on the show weekly. As we say to everyone, the door is always open to come back on. So he might make an appearance here and there. Could be a special ep where he jumps on to give his take on a few things. But we do wish him all the very, very best. And we are so grateful for the time and commitment that he gave to us. It is a hobby in the end of the day. None of us get paid to do this. So we really appreciate everyone giving up their time across the board. Yourself as well, Lukey, for jumping on and being part of these initiatives as well, which is awesome. And the friendships that we've made across the board, obviously, will last a lifetime. And Anthony's one of the greats, great fella, very, very knowledgeable about a lot of things.
And single-handedly took down card porn.
Single-handedly, yeah.
Literally whooped him.
Yeah, he did. He whooped them. Juan Martin Del Potro from Melbourne Uni, studying law, copped it silly. So he's gone. We wish him all the very best. As I just said, another update. Soccer Card Collective. Lukey is involved on that podcast. No longer going to be running as of now. We'll try and bring it back for the World Cup. Unfortunately, commitments for Vincent Card Hour with work commitments for him. The times weren't going to align, and work commitments with Dan, so Azuro, also the same thing. It's going to be very, very difficult. Dan has his own business, has a family, so it can be very tough at times to make time to jump on. And unfortunately, with that, Soccer Card Collective is on the back burner. In replace of that, though, there will be a podcast coming out. Saucy and I have mentioned it a couple of times in the last few weeks. That is more than likely going to be called What Are We Doing Here? And topics, random topics. It could be, I don't know, Lukey's haircut, for example, where he got it. And it could be any topic favorite barbershop you've ever been to, any random shit. But get on there, pretty much just talking about stuff, go on left, having a laugh, and Sauce and I will open that up to anyone who really wants to come on weekly to join in with the chat. So, Lukey, if you're keen for that, you can come on every week if you really want to. It's up to you,
I'll
mate.
jump on. I'll definitely be making an appearance.
Yeah,
I reckon
so
everyone's going to be absolute shithousery, and I definitely want
it's
to be a part
going
of
to
it.
be pure shithousery. As I've said to Sauce, it's either going to blow up the channel or blow up the channel. So
Yeah,
it's
be
going
one
to
or the
take
other.
off, or we're going to get banned for life from every single platform.
We'll be on Rumble next. Rumble, that's
Yeah.
the next platform. we'll be
I don't
on.
know how that hasn't happened already. To be honest, but some comments,
There's if you go back in the history of this channel, there is a few
Yeah.
things that we've said we couldn't
In the
cop to
archives.
doing. But apart from that, that's the update. So
Better watch out. One of these woke people out there will just come out and just backtrack and nitpick and
Yeah.
make a
okay.
compilation of all the bad things we've said.
Yeah,
So,
like
there's
the Joe Rogan and stuff. And,
There's-
if I have to stand in front of the media or Sauce has to stand in front of the media or Lukey, but I'll tell you what my response will be, just get fucked. So
Yeah.
simple as that. I'll say, what did I say? And then they'll say what I said, and I'll just repeat it straight to their face and carry on. That's how I deal with the situation.
Carry on.
Carry on. Bit of Kendrick Perkins. But as Sauce mentioned, we had a Christmas break. What's been happening? What did we get up to? It's going to be a bit different this episode in itself. It's more of an explanation, a welcome back, what's been happening. Don't worry, there will be a fire or flame in here. And I think Luke is coming in hot.
The people want to
He's
hear.
He's coming in
Hear.
hot. He's coming in hot. So give us the rundown, boys. Enough of me talking. What have you been up to?
Who's going first, Saucy? You want to kick us off?
Yeah, look, I mean, me, it's been personally much of the same. If anyone out there is familiar, what I do is trade cryptocurrencies behind the scenes. So, just expanding my learning, keep doing that sort of stuff. Also expand my horizons and sort of dive into what I truly want to collect in terms of, memorabilia, cards, and that sort of thing. Starting to slim the fat a little bit on my collection, selling a few things, cards that I thought I would be keeping on to, and sort of reframing some of the stuff that I'm doing around the way I'm collecting. So yeah, look, that's sort of been me. I didn't really have a break because essentially I work for myself. So break is whenever I decide I want to have a break. So yeah, I mean that's good in that sense. But other than that, it's been much the same. Not really anything too outlandish. Obviously, really got to knuckle down. Am getting hitched early next year, so I mean these things cost. I mean, I tell you what, not only do they finger in your asshole, but they're fingering every other hole that you've got as well. So they really get you for everything, mate. As soon as you mention that word wedding, mate, I'll tell you what, they fucking the dollar signs go through the eyeballs.
I hope your missus doesn't watch the show.
Oh,
yeah, she knows it. She knows how I feel about the situation, mate. It wouldn't bother me if I went down to the
Sauce
is not the papers.
Sauce is not outspoken at all, so she definitely knows. Jeepers creepers, fuck. Anyway, I will sit and give support to the great man on his journey through matrimony, but also have a laugh along the way. As being one of the first in my group, it's always good to see my mates get married because I just think to myself, good fucking luck. So because the process can be an absolute nightmare.
No, I could imagine.
Like I went to a wedding last week and I sat there and I just said, how good is this?
Yeah.
All I have to do is just eat, drink, and dance.
It's always better when it's someone else's.
100%.
Everything. But even if someone's
100%.
birthday, it's always better when it's someone else's.
100%.
Always better.
What have you been up to, Lukey?
Had a bit of a break. Not too much time off work, which wasn't great, but got down to the beach. I've been at the beach a fair bit, just doing a lot, to be honest. Just trying to get out and just
still been training hard or what?
Yeah, back in the gym. It's good. getting there, moving probably more slowly than I have been in the past. Just sort of taking it a bit easy.
You put
The
on
last few
100
weeks
grams
especially.
yet, or
Nah, I'm up a few kilos. Luckily, I'm up a few
Oh.
kilos after the break, so I'm doing all right.
It's good.
But yeah,
one thing you may
pushing
not know
through.
about Lukey, he struggles to put on weight. So he's
Yeah.
on a diet to
Big
put
time.
on weight, not lose weight. Like Sauce and
Everyone-
I try and
wish I
lose
had that
weight.
problem. I
Yeah, I
tell
was
you
gonna
what,
say,
I wish I had that problem.
Everyone says that, and trust me, it's not comfortable. It's
Oh,
not
eating a
comfortable.
lot of food is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, as
So,
much as everyone
but-
says, "Oh, I'd love to eat that much food," trust me, it's not that good. It's
And
not that good.
you avoided, because I know where your beach house is. You avoided the dreaded
Yeah,
flu.
somehow.
Oh, evasion.
Somehow I've managed to get around it, and considering the amount of places I've been as well, and certain environments, I don't know how I haven't, but touch wood, I keep going at this rate because I don't know.
You haven't caught the most contagious
I don't know
virus
how I haven't, but I'll probably say
ever
that, and someone's
existed.
gonna. Next week I'll be off sick, and people are gonna clip it, and I'm just gonna get trolled. I can already see. I don't have a laugh with them. I'll have a laugh with them. But in
Bloody
terms of more serious and on-topic stuff, just looking at Top Shot still, um, I'm going to talk a bit about a few things that I've seen and a few things I probably could have picked up on a few months ago, and I decided to take a more cautious route, as I usually do, and watch for a few months and sort of watch what's going on and understand a bit more. Whereas maybe I should have just jumped in and just go with my gut. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. In terms of cards, still looking for tray stuff. That's about it, really, because everything else, some stuff's moved. Some Jar and Trey were the two players I was pretty much looking for. Jar stuff's moved a little bit more, so his stuff have sort of left. A few other players have been looking at, like RJ Barrett stuff. I was telling the guys I got a decent lot of RJ Barrett stuff pretty cheap. And Chris Bosch as well. I bought a few Chris Bosch.
Oh, nice. Yes,
Topps Chrome rookies.
Yes.
Very
nice.
yeah, a few things that ship my cards at the moment that might come back soon.
Goody.
And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Everyone knows my story. Got COVID. Been doing the pod. It's pretty much it.
The beach.
Nothing else. At the beach. Bit of sunshine.
That's it.
Uh,
How's your tan, Doma?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I don't know. Can you see that? Just white.
It's the lighting. The lighting's not great.
It's
I
the
don't
lighting.
reckon.
The lighting's
Just
costing.
blame the lighting.
So, but besides that, nothing else. It was relaxing at times, frustrating at times, I guess, because I got COVID and you got to do all the isolation and all that shit. Just like logistical nightmare for some things. Like had Christmas at my joint, and unfortunately, my mum got COVID and she couldn't come to Christmas. It was like the timing with these things are like the worst. So it's just so shit. But
Yeah.
Apart from that, pod, like I said, kept going, double coverage. So speaking of Source on the daily, that's a given. Cards wise, I'm at a crossroads at the moment, cards wise. I wanted to collect Charles Barkley 1 week. I want to collect this guy another week. And Source is just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I said to him today, I go, I got this idea. I'm going to try and rainbow Isaiah Thomas from 2012 Prism. And Source was like, you are a moron. You actually are a moron. Do you know how expensive 2012? I'm like, nah, I'll be all right. I went on then. I went, nah, fuck. I can't do this.
How many variants are there in 2012 Prism? Though?
Not that many. Not that many. No, but
more than
they're
10?
expensive. Probably not. I reckon it's like 7 for him.
Are you saying are you gonna get numbered and non-numbered? Was that
yeah. That was my theory behind it. Yeah, but then it was just crazy, the pricing. Yeah. So I said to myself, instead of trying to collect 7 variants, maybe I try and collect Isaiah Thomas in 2019-20 Prism where there's like 40 variants. So, so I don't know. Anyway, if you've got 2019-20 Isaiah Thomas Prism cards out there, ladies and gents, variation stuff, hit me up. I may be keen in buying them off of you. So, yeah, that's pretty much the way I've been going crypto-wise. I dropped off, didn't look for a bit. I laughed a lot when Bitcoin went down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it went
I
back.
laughed a lot.
It went down, but I think it's up again. It's
Yeah, it is.
recovered a
It's
bit,
up. But
hasn't it?
the reason I laughed is because everyone thought, oh, it's all over now. Crypto's done. And I laughed because
2 weeks later, we're back.
exactly. And everyone said it's just going to be a fad. And I said, okay,
Yeah.
you keep telling yourself that. The fact that now that it's actually aligning with the stock market over in the US and all celebrities are putting their money into, like, LeBron's buying shares in crypto.com, like ownership shares in, like, people like, yeah, but it's a celebrity pumping it. I don't think so. You're buying into a company. So
If you think, just to touch on that quickly, if you think it's a fad, I study CPA for accountants, and the subject I'm doing this semester is digital finance, and there's a whole module on cryptocurrency. So if you think it's going anywhere,
the big banks are bringing it in this year as well.
Yeah,
to buy crypto through the banks.
Yeah,
It's just funny.
I don't think it's going away.
It's just funny. I think we could see adoption potentially. There'll be discussion about it throughout the year, but I think this year there could be the first stages of adoption for XRP, for Ripple. So,
to be honest, I thought
this
is just my sort of more uneducated opinion compared to people like Source who does it full time now. I thought it was going to stay pretty much flat-ish this year. I don't know if we're going to see big booms like we did last year. I don't know, Source, if you agree.
Yeah, look, I don't really know. I mean, in terms of what I do, like I'm a trader. I'll just look at what the market's doing on that day and look for opportunities during that day on whatever coin.
Yeah.
You know, I see opportunities. So, you know, in terms of like projecting long term, I don't really care. Do I look at longer term of like, you know, or understand when potentially might be a good time to buy? Yeah, sure, I do. You know, and you know, when maybe I see that sort of stuff, and you know, you listen to this show, you know, maybe I'll sit out there and go, oh, you know, it'd be a good time to go look at this, and this. You know, obviously none of it is financial advice. It's all just my, you know, opinion. But you know, maybe I can hopefully guide some people and, you know, give some people the opportunity that, you know, instead of just leaving your money in the bank and your savings and leaving it there and earning 1% interest, well, absolutely jack shit, you could buy some cryptocurrency and you know, make a lot more money. So
I'm loving life at the moment, by the way, because I sold everything I had and I put it all into XRP. I think it was at like 81 cents, and then it dropped all the way to 60. Yeah. And everyone's like, "Oh, they panicked," and I'm just sitting there going, "It's all right. Like it's all-time high last year, got to like $1.40.
Yeah,
all-time high. They're in the clear as well. XRP. They got cleared of their you know, their court case.
Hey, that double coverage island could be coming very quickly, my friend.
And where are we sitting at the moment?
It's back up to 85 now. It's gone up 25 cents in a week.
Cool. Is that because of the court case?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah, a little bit of the court case, and you know, obviously that brings the market up a little bit. Yeah. So
look, we'll get more in depth, and we might even do like coin analysis for a certain information regarding certain.
That's right.
things.
And in later shows, I might be able to go through and show people like how you can look into projects and the process that I go through to sort of like, you know, because you know, as much as what I do is trading, and you know, that's like the bread and butter. Part of the, you know, investing in crypto is the fact that you can find these really micro cap coins where, you know, it might be a good project, and you know, $100 in that, maybe $150, $200 in that, at some point could be a really good return. You know, could be a few thousand. You know, it could be a couple thousand. You know, your 200 could be 1,000, right? But there are opportunities like that. And at the same time, there are opportunities that your 200 could end up as $50, right? Correct. So there's, you know, that spectrum as well. But this is where it's like understanding what to look for, you know, what sort of things to go into, and sort of just understanding, you know, what you're reading. And that's also comes in within learning about cryptocurrency and learning about the technology. So, maybe some of that stuff we can hopefully walk you through. There are a hell of a lot of videos. If you just search in YouTube, what is blockchain? Watch something on there like that. That's a start. Understanding what the technology is, and then by understanding what the technology is, then that can help you if you're investing in projects. How is this project using that technology to its advantage to then be beneficial that if I buy that coin or that crypto, that it's going to go up in value because what they're doing is making best use of the technology that being provided. So yeah, there's a bit to it.
But the feedback, as we said at the top of the show, is always welcome. If there is certain things you want us to look at in that area, even if there's certain cards you want us to go through or sets, by all means, we're still going to do the trading cards, sports cards, just normal trading cards. Don't think that's going anywhere. The other thing too is with crunch time, watch parties will still be around. They might not be as often, but we will look to try and get.
I mean, it was very easy when everyone was home and in lockdown. Like you go, I'm doing a watch party, and jump on the
weekend.
Off the grid. Source and I will be on 100%. Yeah, if Lukey jumps on as well, but for those earlier ones. Yeah, but that'll 100% be happening. I don't know what we're going to do with the Australian Grand Prix if we plan on going to it. So I don't know how we're going to live stream that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'll probably be there on the Saturday. I think I'm just going one day.
We'll just go live on Instagram and just film the race, mate.
Yeah, get kicked. All right. We might keep what IDOs are to next week's source, because we're going to try and keep these episodes now to about 30 to 45 minutes. But we are going to touch on one topic, and Lukey did mention in his break he was looking at Top Shot. So just a bit of a run through. People may not know what it is. I think everyone probably knows what it is. But
you'd hope so by now. Actually, just one thing I want to add as well. Before I thought of it as you were talking, another thing I was lucky enough to be get into the closed beta for NFL All Day, which is the Dapper Labs version of Top Shot, but for the NFL. I've managed to get only one pack so far. I think there's been maybe another two while I've been in
There'll
it.
Probably be one releasing this weekend for Super Bowl.
The one for the Super Bowl. I definitely want to try get a pack of that if I can. But I think they're $50 for a standard pack, 3 moments. I think maybe one. I can't remember the breakdown of them, but what I've been doing is with those especially is just looking what you can actually get in them first. Like I'll wake up they come out Saturday mornings for us. Yeah. Every morning I'll wake up. I'll make sure what's in the list first and probably decide from there rather than just buying all of them because they're Series 1. Some of the packs I probably didn't like as much what was in there. So that's why I've only picked one so far. But for the Super Bowl, for sure, I'll be for sure buying a pack of that when they come out. They also do I can't remember what they're called, the two. The premium pack or whatever, they're $250 US. A little bit more. You get 4 moments in that, and I can't remember what the breakdown is, but yeah. Back to Top Shot. Something that we sort of discussed it in our group chat actually, was the effects on one of the Top Shot debuts for a trade that was made. So can someone get up this for me? Hold on, I should be able to get it. If you guys want to talk about the trade, I'll get it up.
Yeah, so the trade was the Karis LeVert trade to the Cavs from Indiana. So now we're starting to see Top Shot getting affected by some trades, which is interesting. That's obviously the correlation to sports cards in the NBA. When there's a trade or there's movements or, titles are won, there's starting to be shifts in prices, which is very interesting. So,
but then again, to be honest, this sort of increase I haven't seen since probably the bubble, in my opinion.
Wow.
This sort of jump that we had, it's very similar to that. That was the comparison I made in the group. As I get it up here. So this is his. Hold on. I should have got this up earlier. So
Top Shot, if no one knows what it is, it's like NBA moments. You get packs. They save onto your account. There's a marketplace functionality to it. where you can sell your moments. Here it is on the screen. Unfortunately, for people that are listening on YouTube, you'll be able to see it.
So if you want to go to Series 1, is that what you're saying, Karis LeVert?
Yeah, this is
Series
his.
1.
Yeah, hold on. Do I have it? My bad. I should have got this up before.
So Series 1, which one is
Series 1
it?
Top Shot debut. So it's the one with that little blue TS symbol.
Yeah,
so there's
okay.
two. There's two versions. There's one that's out of 1428, and there's another one I think it's out of 250.
It's $2.99.
$2.99. Okay. Do you want to get up my share screen because I've got the graph up here?
I've got it here. I'll bring it up. There you go.
Yep. So that's the graph there. That's the all-time graph. So if you see at the start in the Top Shot boom, started last year, 28th of Feb, it was around the 400 mark, got up to 585 for the lowest ask price. And then obviously as it did, it got all the way down to 60 during August and the end of July, up a little bit when the market came up back up overall to around the 118 mark. Then I believe he was injured for a while, wasn't he?
He was injured. Yeah, go to the 1 month. Go to like the
1
3
month?
months, Lukey. Yeah, or the
3
1
month?
month or something. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
So we see that there. That's after I think he played a few from memory. He played a few good games in a row, and then the trade happened, and we had this massive hike. Went down a little bit here, but now seems to be around the 250 mark there. Lowest ask at the moment is 205, but 70% in 7 days. It's a bit of a jump. The last thing I saw like this, I remember mentioning it a while ago. I'll stop sharing. I remember mentioning it on the podcast. We're talking about Jordan Poole in his started the season really well. His Top Shot debut was up a fair bit as well to start the season. So I don't know. I'm getting very similar. It seems to be similar to what cards were around that when there was a lot of hype around it. At the bubble, remember like bubble time?
100%.
Saucy was just saying to his balls he had before, like around that time. Tyler Hero, the blow up there, like it seems very similar to that. I feel maybe I'm wrong. It's again one man's opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just then thinking to reasons why it could be like that. Maybe just the instant transaction of it. Like so, you just buy and sell a Top Shot. There's no packing and there's no shipping and waiting for it to come. Like it's pretty much instantaneous, which is good. I'm definitely a pro. So maybe looking at those Top Shot debuts, that's the main thing I usually look at, the Top Shot debut, like their first, like almost their rookie Top Shot, if you want to call it that, which it basically is. That's usually the first thing I look at. But then there's also like that one's a Series 1, Series 1 base set as well. So, Series 1 stuff's probably better for the long term, in my opinion.
Awesome.
But yeah, just looking at that, I thought it was just something interesting to look at.
I think we'll get a bit of a report on certain players. We might pick and choose a couple each week, but I think get you to do your analysis when we get to like Sabonis. We'll give it like a week from the trade to see a week worth of transactions. Probably Sabonis, Halliburton. If he's got
I saw
any
one
moments.
Today. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, maybe CJ
Halliburton
McCollum
trade.
as well, potentially,
CJ.
because that was a big move. So we might look at those 3 next week just to see
next
the
week,
price
for
moves.
Sure. For sure.
So perfect. Very nice, Lukey. Mm-hmm. All right, boys. Fire or flame. We'll finish it up. We're around that 30-minute mark. Give us time to vent. If there's any venting, who wants to kick it off?
You know what's funny? I'll kick it off. I got two flames again. And you know what's funny? I sound like a broken record. Like it's the same two. There's usually 3 companies that usually comment on this show. This is 2 of them. The third one, actually, I can probably flame them as well because they're for the prices that they put their blasters and cellos out from the last drop of NBA stuff. But it's been a while for them, so we'll skip over them today. But the first one is Kmart. The first one is Kmart. These guys, so for Optic, when it drops retail, cellos, $22. Saucy, what were you getting them for when you first got back into the hobby? I think you
$20.
20, 15,
yeah.
Were you 15,
$20?
20?
$20.
They are now,
I think they
for
were,
anyone...
15, 20, something like that.
Yeah. They are now up for Mosaic basketball. They will be $34
for a cello.
if anyone for a cello. Yeah, at Kmart. For anyone that doesn't know, you probably will because I should be on the website pretty soon. But I did do my ring around and ask what was going on. They are going to be charging $34 for a cello. So that's my first one. That's what 50% increase in one drop. What do we think, boys?
It's putrid. That's pretty much it. Genuinely, it's ridiculous. They're making the money. They're making their profit margins on top of all this stuff at the original price.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to go and do this. Ugh.
Yeah. The thing is, this stuff doesn't even get onto the shelves usually. So I guess
they do it because they know it's going to sell. Correct. That's why they do it.
Do you reckon that's why? Do you think they're trying to get it out of people's hands that are just going to resell it, or do you think they're just looking at the dollars? I know we've talked about this before in terms of EB.
Probably dollars.
Dollars,
I reckon, because not for anything. Within the first month, those are going to get sold on the secondary market, and then if the product's no good, then
they go down. Yeah.
They go down.
And so that was sort of them. They get off lightly because we've talked about them before. But my second one is it's StockX again. Like I don't understand the system. Like, I have bids on Mosaic Blasters 6 for a 6 lot and a 4 lot. The recent sales on these were, one of them was $27 under my bid, and the other one was $20 under my bid. That's Australian, so I don't know what it works out to be. What, 15 US or something like that?
Yeah,
15,
something
20
like that.
US. Well, I don't understand how these are selling for so much less. Like, I know we've talked about it with the extra charges and stuff like that if you're overseas and whatever. But come on, man, like $30 and $20 under my bid. I think it's a bit ridiculous, and I'd love to get an explanation, a proper explanation, not a robot.
We don't really know what the goal is, and I've tried to explain it before, but I don't even know if this is 100% correct, and it's got to do with obviously it costing more to ship it over to Australia. And they've got to foot that bill. So,
but the thing is, but the thing is, that doesn't go into the seller, does it? Because the seller obviously picks who.
No, that would go into the seller. Yeah, that probably.
It goes into the seller. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking, you ship it to StockX, and it's just the same amount. Do you know what I mean?
They would have.
I'm not sure how it works. I just find it confusing when you send me. When you send me those pictures, I just go, "How's this make any sense?"
My bid is $200. I think it was $205, and the last sale was like 100 and what was it?
It's 83 or something.
Yeah, it was like I was like, how does that work?
It's just weird. It is, in all honesty, though, just a bit of a fire on top of your flame. It is still the go-to spot.
Oh, for sure.
To buy stuff. Oh.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just
saying
that
the system is just cooked at times, but it is actually the go-to. When you told me the prices of those sellers at Kmart, the first thing I did, I went on there, and you literally get it's like buy one get one free, pretty much.
It is. I think a lot of 6 worked out. That's if you're buying it now. That's not even putting a bid in. That's just buying it now. I think it came out to be like $30 for 6 each, and that's with shipping and everything. So it's still a place to buy stuff. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but I just find the bid, highest bid, lowest ask, I find the system a bit cooked, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is.
Definitely. Saucy, you got a fire or flame?
No. Okay, I'm pretty blank today. I mean,
he's in a indifferent mood. I've got
a little. I would say, if I could give a. I mean, if I could give a little flame, it would be just some of the media, and what the way they just go about certain things. There's a few one thing that popped up today. Them having a go at Simon Goodwin for having a beer with his players and socializing and being a normal human being. It's
not right.
There's baffled me.
Funny enough, I forgot to mention that on double coverage. All right, but funnily enough, Source, all that stuff that came out is all the stuff I knew when I told you to put him under 12 wins. So
Well, made him
Just-
stronger.
it made him stronger, yes, but I'm just saying my sources are on the money with the information.
And you
Generator-
failed miserably with the under 12 and a
I
half.
did. So we can flame me, put me in the flame. But yeah, there's a bit more to that with the Simon Goodwin thing, but it was like at the same time.
It's a
like,
bit of a no story. Come
yeah,
on.
it is a no story to me.
I
It
didn't
is.
get a
So,
chance to read it. I saw
yeah.
the headline, didn't get a chance to read it though, unfortunately.
Oh, stuff like he has a gambling problem and he went to rehab and there was workplace bullying and then he had a betting syndicate with some of the players in the team,
What?
like promoting betting
How did this
within the
come out?
football club. Oh, John Ralph, the goat of sports journalism.
Oh god. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh.
Righto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so-
just that one. And then I think there was another one about, the media sort of saying that, Kyrgios wasn't picked for the Davis Cup squad, which was completely false. He had other commitments and
What's this story?
he was asked to actually, be part of the team. He had other commitments that he couldn't make the event. So
Playing COD.
yeah, I don't know, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, like, they're trying to say
fine.
that, he wasn't picked or he
Yeah.
he wasn't good enough. No, he was asked to come to the event. It's just, and once again, just trying to build up a story out of absolutely
Nothing, yeah.
nothing. So, that's probably my flame. Just, I mean, you see it all the time. See it all the time
Fucking
from the
Nick-
media, just trying to build
fucking
stories
Nick-
out of
Nick
absolute
Kyrgios.
rubbish, mate.
Any person that comes to me and says that Nick Kyrgios is bad for tennis, don't come to me and say that to me. Because I will bury you. He is my boy, and I'll stick by him. I don't care if he smashes rackets, because all you people that were born in 1966 on your freaking rocking chairs, we're all talking about, oh, John McEnroe, he was a great player. Oh, John McEnroe, this, the guy that used to swear and smash rackets. It was okay then during your era, but because someone's doing it now, he's a spoiled brat. Go jam it. As simple as that. All right, my fire. We'll end it on a positive note. My fire, we're coming back to this. All right, like we've done full circle. We've had them on the double coverage show, these people, and it's like, I don't know if it's a sponsorship of double coverage or an affiliation, we pretty much call it, but this is my fire. I'm coming back to it. All right, Vanity
Vanity
Slabs.
Slab?
Not the
Yeah.
Ronaldo. The Ronaldo's the fire because he's the GOAT. The Vanity Slabs is the fire. Hobby Hangout will be taking orders. We're taking orders for the Australian market. We've spoken to Vanity Slabs, and that's the go. We're going to have a whole pricing list there. If you're keen, by all means, you go for it. You can print your own labels if you really want to. If you want to order the labels, you can order them through us, and we can get them printed over there and sent over with your slabs. But this is genuinely the fire. Not because we're working with them and we're going to be able to get you the slabs through Henry over in the States, but for the fact of there's so many people out there that are thinking of another option. And I understand there's PC slabs. And one of these, I've got a pricing list here. One of these will cost $20 for one. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets.
Australian?
Australian, not US, Australian. All right. So if you have to buy this from there, US, you're looking around $22, $23 Australian if you're buying it in US. But seriously, you can go and pay $15 for a PC slab or $14 for a PC slab, USD, and your card is stuck in there. You can go buy one of these and you can chop and change them whenever you want. Multi-use, multifunctional. It is genuinely awesome. If you head over to Vanity Slabs, they've actually put a post up and they've got a one-touch with the sticker over, like the breaker sticker, and then they've got their Vanity Slab next to it. And it said you could have this or you could have this. Protects the card, doesn't rattle around, doesn't do any of that shit. You can have a custom label if you want, or you can have a Vanity Slab label if you want. if it's personal use.
In
Like the
terms of actual
breakers,
safety, it's better than a one touch. 1,000
Much
times
better.
better. It does not move around in there, mate. It's
plastic-
it sucks it down.
the plastic is not my plastic. It comes with the vanity slab. So you can even put it in a slab guard.
Sleeve. Yeah,
The
slab
sleeve.
guard.
Probably good
as
for
well.
transport. It's probably good for transport too. Like if you don't want to take the car to
Stacks,
the top loader.
honestly,
or something.
stacks like a dream.
Yeah.
Stacks like a dream. So we're going to have prototypes at the Hobby Hangout people can play with in our giveaway, which we haven't announced as of yet, but a vanity slab will be put in there as well. So stay tuned for that and check them out at the Hobby Hangout.
I like
That's
it.
my fire.
I like it.
Genuinely a great product for the hobby. And they've honestly partnered up with so many people over in the States. It is crazy. Like breakers galore dealing with them and buying by the shipping container, which is awesome. So there is a market here to be had for vanity slabs. Right. Done and dusted, boys. 40 minutes. Crunch time. Episode 42. The welcome back special. Great to see you, Lukey.
Good to see you
It's
boys
crunch
too.
time coming up big when it counts. I'm Dom with the great man Sauce and Lukey, and peace.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crunch Time on the Double Coverage Media Network. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to know when we drop a new episode. Also, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Crunch Time coming up big when it counts.